What is going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to Bring the Juice. Well, guys, this just happened about an hour or so ago. According to Tom Pelissero, the Bengals are releasing veteran linebacker Germaine Pratt per sources. Pratt ranked in the top 10 last season in tackles and was a team captain. Now he hits the open market. And a couple different players got released today. Jair Alexander was the other one that got released that I know some people have talked about. For me personally, I don't know if it makes a lot of sense just because of the sheer amount of players that I think are already in that cornerback room. But I think this one for Germaine Pratt, this one makes a lot of sense for the Indianapolis Colts because for a couple reasons. First off, the obvious Lou Anarumo connection. Germaine Pratt obviously thrived under Anarumo and his defense the last couple of years. But number two, you just kind of look at where the Colts linebacking room right now is, and you see your top two linebackers are both injured. Zaire Franklin obviously had that cleanup procedure on the ankle. He's still not been out there, for anything in the spring. And then obviously Jalen Carlisle had the offseason surgery as well, so he hasn't been out there. So it's really been these second string guys out there. And just with all the question marks and concerns around the injuries right now, I think this could potentially be a good fit here. Germaine Pratt wasn't a great season yet last year from an all-around metrics standpoint. I mean, the tackles are obvious, but wasn't great. But I know some people have connected Germaine Pratt and the Indianapolis Colts because of the Lou Anarumo stuff pretty much the entirety of the offseason. And the big question was, are you really willing to give up draft picks for a guy, like Germaine Pratt, who's, closer to 30? Does that make sense? A lot of people said no, but kind of did talk about the idea of if he did indeed get released, that would make a lot of sense for the Indianapolis Colts. And we really haven't seen honestly, the Colts do much in terms of reuniting Lou Anarumo with a lot of his former players, which is interesting. So could Germaine Pratt be one of those fits here? Linebacker is a need. I do believe it. Even if the Colts aren't playing as many linebackers as they did under Gus Bradley, I still think that Germaine Pratt would be a big upgrade from what the Colts have currently out there. And obviously with the question marks with the injuries and stuff like that, that could make some sense for the Indianapolis Colts to go about it and get a player like Germaine Pratt who has, obviously been productive under Lou Anarumo. I think it would make some sense there, when it comes to that. And so that's kind of where we're at, guys, when it comes to Germaine Pratt. A lot of people seem to be really on board for this, especially because now no draft compensation is going to be involved. And it does seem like it would make some sense there. When it comes to that. So what are your guys' thoughts, though? I'd be curious to hear your thoughts on Germaine Pratt to the Indianapolis Colts potentially. Would that make some sense for them to reunite Germaine Pratt and Lou Anarumo together, especially with all the question marks, all the recovery stuff going on with Zaire and Jalen Carlisle? Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. But guys, that'll do it for this one. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Let me know your thoughts on Germaine Pratt potentially. Would that be a good reunion for the Indianapolis Colts? That'll do it for this one, guys. Thanks so much. And as always, go Colts.